Working with the taxbar. The taxbar. The taxbar is the little bar that is gonna be on our desktop, all the way at the bottom of the screen. Okay. Now the desktop taxbar is just that area at the bottom of the screen that contains buttons you can click to quickly start frequently used applications, as well buttons for actions you take often, such as displaying the on-screen keyboard, connecting to a network, or are used in the system value. If you are familiar with earlier versions of Windows, you will recognize most of the functions of the taskbar. So this is our taskbar, okay? Our taskbar is going to be always sitting on the bottom of the screen. Now that's going to be there for by default, okay? The taskbar, we can move it into any other locations in early versions of Windows, okay? Now the taskbar we're going to keep by default. You guys are going to have a Windows 8, the Internet Explorer, the File Explorer, and depending on your computer manufacturer, some PIN programs or websites. In my case, see, right now I have the taskbar. On the taskbar, I have Camtasia. That's the program that I'm using to record these videos. Okay, so any other application that is running is just gonna be sitting right here on the taskbar. Now on the right hand side, see, we have the keyboard. One click, and it's gonna open the on-screen keyboard. Okay, just like any other program, we could close them from the top right corner. Now, what else can we find on the taskbar? On the taskbar, we could also find the showing hidden icons. These are just notifications, okay, and some programs that are running into the background of the computer. When the computer is running, there's going to be a couple of few programs running, just sitting there waiting for us to take an action. Okay, for example, when I click on this icon, see, it's asking me, okay, what do you want to do? I'm going to go ahead and click on Launch Application, and an app is going to open up. Okay, so that's going to be the show hidden icons. Okay, one more click, and it's going to show this small window. Okay, now there's the media express. Okay, so this is a media converter that it was pre-installed by the computer manufacturer. Okay, um, just another app. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and close it. And like I said, some of these apps, see, we will be able to open those apps directly from the shown hidden icons. Okay, one that is very important is the notification areas. Okay, it's this little flag. In this case, he's telling me that I have one issue with my computer. Okay, when I click on it, it's telling me that I have a message, and it's asking me to disable applications to help improve performance. I'm gonna click on one message, and then again, it's gonna give me that, see, that message, disable applications to help improve performance. Basically, right here, it's telling me that I have 3 or more applications that start automatically and run in the background every time that I start my computer. As we continue using our computer and we add programs, okay, we add applications or apps into the computer. See, some of these programs, unfortunately, they are going to be running into the background. Now, not only that, when we boot up the computer, a lot of these applications uh, are going to also boot up with the operating system. And that's going to make, eventually it's going to make the computer to start slowly. Okay, now to take care of that, we can open the text manager, but that's another class. Okay, that's another video. We'll get into that. Okay, so here's my notification showing high icons. And like I said, see, I also have my options for the audio and the Bluetooth devices. Okay, now another one that we want to find here is the status of my battery. So right now it's fully charged. Okay, now that we're talking about the battery, it's not always recommended that you guys keep your computer, your laptop connected to the power outlet all the time. Once it gets fully charged, disconnect it from the power, okay? And try to drain the battery almost to the end. And then fully charge the battery, okay? That's gonna extend the life of your battery. Okay? Where else can we find? In the Taxman, my wireless connection. Okay? So in this case I'm connecting to the internet wireless. Okay? If I were connected hardwired directly to my modem, then I will have a different icon, just like an icon like a little TV. Okay. Now, if I click into my connection area, see, right here, I'm gonna have the airplane mode, which is off right now. Okay. But from there, I have the Wi-Fi. This is my connection. That's the one that I'm currently connected, and there's other around. Okay. Now, some of these connections are open. Just be careful with open connections because you never know. Okay, and some other connections here are secure. That means that when we try to connect, we are gonna need a password, a key code, or a passcode. What else can we find? We have the volume system. If I click on it, I can bring my pointer here into the slider, and right now I have my volume about at 30%. One click every time that we open one of these options. Okay, to close it, just click into your desktop. After that, we have my system, clock, and date. Okay, we can always change it. Okay, we can always change, see, the time settings and the date. Now I'm just gonna go ahead and close it because right now we're working with the Taxbar. Now, what else can we do with the Taxbar? Okay, the Taxbar normal is gonna be like today to the bottom of the screen. And the reason is because sometimes, see, we left click and drag it, see, we could just start dragging it and make the Taxbar bigger. Now, I'm gonna right click into my Taxbar, and here's the lock Taxbar. Okay, so always make sure that you guys have this on, so you guys won't move your Taxbar by accident. Now, if I right click, I'm gonna select properties, because when I select properties, see, I'm gonna have three tabs. Okay, the Taxbar, Jumplist, Toolbars. Now, from the Taxbar, see, we have the checkmark. I could also hide the Taxbar. Okay, now I'm gonna go ahead and hide the Taxbar. I'm gonna place a checkmark. I'm gonna click apply. I'm gonna hit OK. Now every time that I move my pointer away, see, the Taxbar is just gonna disappear. When I bring my pointer close, there's my Taxbar. When I move the cursor away, the pointer away, it disappears. When I bring my pointer down, my Taxbar is gonna show again. Now I'm gonna right click, go to properties, and that's because I will apply auto hide the Taxbar. I'm gonna remove it. And right here, see, we could also choose where I want to have my Taxbar. Let's say that I want to have it on the top of the screen. I'm going to click on apply and click OK. Now my Taxbar is going to be on the top of my screen. Okay, so by default, okay, it's always going to be on at the bottom of the screen, but we can always change it to the top. Okay, as you guys prefer. Everything's going to work exactly the same. Okay, now look, I'm going to right click. I'm going to go down to properties. And this time, see, I'm going to say, okay, I want my Taxbar to the left hand side. Remember, we must hit apply and then OK. And now my taskbar is on the left hand side. Okay, we could do the same process and drag the taskbar on the right hand side, but I'm gonna do that on a different way. I'm gonna right click into the taskbar and remove the lock. Once I do that, see, I'm gonna click right here and I'm gonna start expanding the taskbar. Okay, we could also do this from anywhere. Okay, if my taskbar is sitting on at the bottom or the top, on the right hand side, on the left hand side. Okay, when we remove the taskbar, you guys are gonna see this little dot. So basically, that's how we are gonna find out that or the lock is off. Now I'm gonna go ahead and right click again, apply the taskbar, lock the taskbar. Now I won't be able to drag it. Now right click, properties. I'm gonna move this to the right, apply, okay. Now there's my taskbar. Okay. Now there's gonna be a conflict if I keep it on this side because when I hover my cursor to the top right corner, I'm gonna have my charms, but I'm gonna be right on the taskbar. Okay, now again, right click, properties. I'm gonna move my taskbar to the bottom of the screen. Okay, and click apply. Okay, okay. Now, when we have an application sitting on the taskbar, see, if we right click, we are gonna have some, see, quite a few, a list of the jump list. I'm sorry, the jump list. Okay, When we right click into an icon, right here into the Taxman, we're gonna have a jump list. The jump list normally is gonna show us the 10 recent documents that we have worked recently. Okay. Now we could also apply different. We could modify those settings. I'm gonna right click and click on properties. Okay. So right here we have a jump list. Okay. I have a check mark. So let's say that I have PowerPoint icon, see, pinned into my Taxman. When I right click into that icon, see, I'm gonna see the 10 recent documents that presentations that I had worked recently, and those settings are right here. We could apply 20 or 30. At the most that we apply, it's just gonna get louder. Okay. Now to show you that, well, we're gonna get into another class into that. Now let me go ahead and get create a shortcut here. Okay. I'm gonna create a shortcut. I'm just gonna do it through my file explorer. Through the file explorer, I'm just gonna go ahead and go to my computer. I'm gonna scroll down. Here's computer. Okay, I'm gonna open my hard drive. I'm gonna go into program files. Now right here, I'm just gonna scroll down and I'm gonna be looking for Microsoft Office. Here's the Microsoft Office. So this is a folder. One click is highlighted. Two clicks will open. I'm gonna open that folder and look for the shortcuts. Okay, here's my templates, etc., etc. Okay, as you guys can see that's gonna be clicking too much to create the shortcut. Okay, I'm gonna create a shortcut just to see the jump lists. Okay, and the recent programs. Now, how I'm gonna do that? I'm gonna bring my pointer to start. Okay, I'm just gonna type in Word. Here's Microsoft Word. Remember that if we right click, we have the check mark, and then at the bottom we have the toolbar. So from here, I'm just gonna select this option, pin to Taxman. Once I'm done, I'm just gonna go ahead and use Alt F4. If that doesn't close this window, I'm gonna go ahead and hit the Windows logo. I'm back to my start, my Windows mode. I'm gonna go to the desktop, and here's the shortcut. Now, the jump list right here. First of all, if I just left click into it, it's gonna open a new Word document. Okay, I'm gonna close it. If we right click, remember that's a right click, and see that's where we are gonna see the recent. This is gonna be the jump list. So these are 1, 2, 3, 4 different recent files that I've been working on this computer on Word. Okay, now I'm just gonna click up here and close that window. Okay, one more thing that we need to look into the properties for the Taxbar. Okay, that's gonna be the toolbars. See, we have a check mark on the touch keyboard, so that's why the touch keyboard is being displayed. Now I'm gonna go ahead and apply address, links, and desktop. Okay, so that's 3 more icons. Okay, when we click on apply and OK, see, I'm gonna have an address bar at the bottom of the screen. Okay, so from here I can just click, type in msn.com, hit enter, and it's gonna take me directly to MSN. Okay, so we just add a new address bar on the Taxman. From there I have the links. Let me go ahead and close my Internet Explorer. We have the links. Okay, now on links, I haven't had that many on this computer, so the only one that I have is the Acer Online Store. Okay, I click on it and it's gonna take me to that Acer website. Now, the desktop, when I click on that icon, basically it's gonna show me, see, the libraries. Under libraries, we have the 4 main folders: documents, music, pictures, videos. I have the home group. Okay, I have my folder, the main folder for Alfredo. Remember, Alfredo is the owner of this computer. See, from here I can access computer, network, my control panel, recycle bin, and then again I have the control panel. If I click here, I'm gonna access my control panel, and from there go to any, just apply any other changes under my settings. Okay, so how we did add those shortcuts by right clicking to Taxbar, click on properties, and that's gonna be under toolbars. Okay, now in this case, I'm gonna go ahead and remove address. The address bar, I don't think that's gonna be useful in my case. A lot of people like to keep it there. Links, I don't need the links there. And the one that I found that is gonna be useful, see, is the desktop. Okay, I'm gonna add it. Well, for now, I'm just gonna leave it on. Okay, and why? Because like I see, if I click here, see, I'm gonna have access to my libraries. The libraries, I could also have access to my file explorer, but there's some other useful icons. See, from here I could just go directly to my computer, and then I could go to my C drive, and from there, see, I could go to any other folder. Okay, so see, I have my DVD burner, and then I have, see, the other computer that is on the network. Okay, so I think this one is going to be very useful to keep it here. See, I have access to the home group, network, etc. Okay, so this is going to be useful. In my case, I really like that option. But for now, because we are creating the videos, I'm just going to remove it, and I don't want to get anybody confused. Okay, so remember, there's a right click, left click on properties. We have the tax bar, where we could move our tax bar in any location. We could hide the tax bar. We could make the icons smaller. We have the Jumplist, and we have the toolbars. Okay, I'm gonna click on OK, and that is working with my tax bar. Okay, thank you guys. Bye bye.